You're a fully grown man and you can't get sex when you want to. Now, I'm not bashing anybody. I'm talking to me throughout my whole 20s. But think about it. Listen to that. You're a grown adult male between 18 and 30. And you can't go out there and get sex, which is like it's like a mandatory skill as a man you should be able to do. Now, whether you go and do it regularly or not, whether it's casually dating or with your girlfriend, that's down to you. That's down to your morals, your beliefs. But I don't care if you believe it's right or wrong. You should be able to do it if you decide to do it. Now, can you do it? Ask yourself, okay, I haven't been with a woman intimately in a long while. I want to go get with a woman intimately or start dating a woman seriously. Can you do that? Most men can't in today's world. And guess what? I couldn't throughout most of my life. Most of my life. If you've been following me on Instagram, which some of you have, some of you haven't, I talk about this all the time. This used to kill me and eat me up. You know, growing up, you know what I mean? I for some reason, I didn't really care about money. I was just hyper obsessed with physique development and girls, but I was never obsessed with getting lots of girls. My obsession was always a girlfriend, and whenever I would get a girlfriend, guess what? I stopped caring about pickup and game. I was satisfied, I was happy. But then my focus shift to mid and long-term game. Mid and long-term game is keeping the man to woman relationship dynamic good, healthy, and how it should be. You know, I'm a bit like Casey Sanders. I'm a big fan of Casey Sanders. If you look at me and his journey, we have both been heavy on the game and the red pill. But if you look at his content and mine, a lot of it is like, you know, how to get girls attracted, right? But also a lot of it, if you look at his, is keeping girls interested. This is what I'm really interested in. And, you know, I don't really get to talk about it enough because most men are struggling with just the initial part, getting the sex, getting a relationship. So I'm trying to get all the men onto this part, onto the relationship part. Because guess what? When you look at most grown men in long-term relationships, they're suffering. They're not being treated with respect. They don't have a sex life, even in a long-term relationship. And, you know, they're getting disrespected left, right and centre with external stimuli. Yeah, I will eventually talk about that stuff a lot, just like Casey Sanders. But me and Casey Sanders, we've both been in and out of long-term relationships our whole life. That's why, you know, I'd say we're quite similar. We're happy in relationships. I'm not telling you guys to go out there and just be reckless and just get with tons and tons of girls. That's why you don't see me constantly talking about cold approaching, nights out, how to close them, logistics, all this. I'm talking about how to get a girlfriend. This is what I'm trying to help you guys with. And this is why I promote my strategy of online dating, because, you know, when I first started content creation, I was like, how can I get all these men to get success with women as fast as possible? And I've looked at my whole life, I've looked at all the routes I've taken, and I'm like, right, so the average man, he's in the UK, he works a 9 till 5, he goes gym after work, he spends his free time on short form content and Xbox. He ain't gonna go cold approach. Take me, for example. I couldn't consistently cold approach in the UK my whole life, and I'm hyper obsessed with it. Yes, I had way more inhibitions, nerves, anxiety, and a debilitating sleep condition, obstructive sleep apnea, but a complicated case where I weren't treated properly with a CPAP machine. So I was constantly living life in a daze, low energy, a mix between ADHD and ADD because of my sleep condition and abusing stims. And I would waste all my energy in 2-hour high volume weight training sessions every single day. So then I would get home, I'd have brain fog and just sit there and watch YouTube. I've been through what you're going through. I know it. This is why I promote the most efficient thing. Did you know I actually ask men, please go to a party resort or please get a club promoting job. Please do it on the side of your 9 to 5 because you're going to earn extra money, which you need, and you're going to get the well-needed women experience or woman dating experience that you need because you're going to be approaching thousands and thousands of girls. And why do I say club promoting? Because it's your job to do it and you're getting paid to do it. You know, you're hitting 2 birds with 1 stone. But if you're not going to do all this, you're going to have to go down the online dating route because you're not leaving your bedroom and you only go to your gym in your 9 till 5. So take my advice. Take my advice, and whether you decide to do what you want to do what you want to do, but I'm just trying to get you the ability to get it. Yeah, is it going to make you all of a sudden happy in life that you can now go get women? No, I can do it now. Has it made me happy? Ecstatic? Not really, but you know what? When you can't do it, it eats up at you, so it takes away from your happiness. So you want it there, so you feel like a complete man. Yeah, you want it there so you feel like you can do it. When you're a man and you're an incel, basically, it eats you up inside. I know this more than anyone. And you block it out by checking out and passing time with distractions. And every now and again, you log off that computer game and it hits you really, really hard. This is what I'm trying to help you with, right? So whether or not you want to sleep around or just get a girlfriend, this is the same advice. How are you going to be able to do this? How are you going to be able to get the ability? If you're not going to go get the club promoting job, the bouncing job, go do a party resort like me and spam cold approach, well, you're going to have to get the biggest lead funnel possibly. I will not stop saying this. You get amazing photos, 6 for your dating apps, many, many more for your Instagram, for your highlight reel, for your grid posts, yeah? And now, you know, you learn the basics of what not to send on text. You don't need Riz like all these people say. You simply need to be attractive and show it off with good photography, being dialed in, good fashion, well-groomed, tan. Good photography makes you look so much better. It makes you look like a mini celebrity. It has the mini celebrity effect, right? And then you practice what not to send. You get them all on phone calls and FaceTimes. You start the interview process. You start filtering down from these hundreds of matches to, you know, now you've had tens or 20s or 30s of phone calls or FaceTimes. Now you've got girls that are attracted and you get on well with them on the phone and FaceTime. Now you go on a date. And I'll say this and I'll keep saying this. When you go on a date with a girl that's showing interest from your photos, and now she's showing interest even after you've had a phone call, so she hears how you sound, she hears how you talk, she knows your personality, you both mesh, you both get on well. And guess what? The date's going to go very, very well. And even if you burn all those phone calls, guess what? You've got to treat it like cold approach or a sales job. Yes, the first 100 approaches you do or 100 phone calls, you're going to mess it up. But you ignore the first 100. You focus on the next 100, the next 1,000. It requires work, guys. It requires you getting off your ass, going learning how to get good photos. Check out my long form that is out soon, post Amsterdam. I'm showing you how I do it. I'm not a model and I'm not a photographer, so don't ask me all the terminologies and stuff like that, because I don't know. I've learned this all on my own, yeah, and I'm showing you how I do it. And it's not how models do it, and it's not how photographers do it. I just learned how to do it on my own, yeah, so keep an eye out for that. It's so easy to do though. And then you start filtering out, you start the interview process, you start the text game. The basics that you do not do in text game is no pedestalizing, no over validating, no trying to flirt or be sexual over text. You save that for in real life. It's so easy to mess that up, right? If you're good at text game, go for it, yeah? You just be straight to the point, you stay illogical, you stay playful, you don't ask interview questions, you just keep it everything but trying to get to know them. You just keep it playful, fun, sequences, copy and pastas, just talk about random stuff, but try and make sure it's interesting, man to woman. You keep it going, but you have so many leads funneling in, you're not ever focused on one convo, yeah? And you just keep doing it, you keep practicing. You join my community, we all review each other's text game, or you join my coaching and I can help you one-to-one. This is how you fast track it. I've had mentors throughout my life, most of them online on YouTube. But what really skyrocketed my results is when I met someone in real life who took me under their wing, basically. I took him under my wing with physique coaching, and he took me under his wing when it come to sort of text game and even gaming in real life. And he even had an eye for photos back then, and I learned a lot. So, I mean, it's up to you. You can watch all the videos or you can fast track it with my community or coaching, right? But this is how you get the sex that you want, that you can't get right now. This is the quickest and easiest way. Obviously you can go out and hit the pub and the nightclub drunk now, but you know, even that's hard. If you're going to go out and get drunk, one, you're not going to be learning and getting better because the alcohol, you forget the next day. Two, you're going to ruin days. You can't afford to ruin days following a night out because we've got stuff to do as men, right? You can't be behind. You have to be on point and smashing it, right? That's what I say, get rid of the distractions as well, like computer games, short form content. And guess what? Now you can get it. Now you can comfortably get it with girls on your level, and depending on your photography and your physique and how dialed in you are on the fashion, slightly above or even 2 points above. You know what I mean? I'd say 2 points above with a good physique, good photography, being as groomed as possible with a tan, fashion maxed. You know, they're going to 2 points above you, which please be happy with girls on your level or slightly above for now when you get nothing. If you're one of these guys that's a 4, 5, 6, 1 in 10s, then you've got a lot of work to do, way more. You can't even be sitting there dismissing it, thinking I'm not doing anything, being bitter. You've got more work than all of us to do, right? That's the sad reality. But please be happy with girls on your level or slightly above, because that's better than nothing, right? And now you can start practicing and you're still going to get great relationships, yeah? And luckily, I think most people are are wired to, you know, be attracted to girls on their level or slightly above. You know, if you're one of these guys who want girls way above your league, like I said, you've got to put in more work. But now you're getting that, and what's also good is every now and again you will get a girl that will match with you and want to meet you and get on with you. I'd say once every 1 to 3 months, maybe more, who is quite a bit above you, but you just tick her boxes. This is one of the great things about dating, is every now and again specifically you are going to tick all her boxes. So even if you do want a girl quite a bit above you, that is going to happen here and there, but you need the practice, you need the volume, and this is how you're going to get it. This is the easiest and fastest way to do it. Please follow my advice and apply it as soon as possible.